Howdy, and welcome to How May I Direct Your Curse by Savor Studios. Download the link in the description if you'd like to play. This game is available at a name-your-own-price model, so if you're able to support the developer, I would appreciate that. You can also support the developer by, they have a new game called Jilla Lantern, which is a queer horror comedy visual novel where it looks like you're trying to romance like a buff lady Michael Myers type who has a jack-o'-lantern for the head, Jilla Lantern, I would assume. So yeah, you can also support the developer by picking that up. Right now, it's on sale just because it launched. It's normally $14.99, but it's available for $11.99 for this launch window. I don't know how long that will last. And also, well, I'll get that in a second. So How May I Direct Your Curse, believe it or not, is also a queer horror visual novel. Here's just a little bit about it from the itch.io page. What happens when you put a curse on hold? A love story between a murderous ghost and an overworked receptionist. So I thought that sounded pretty cool, and we're going to be jumping in. I do just want to apologize a little bit. The picture might be a little weird, a little stretched. So this game natively, I didn't check, but I believe it runs in like 720, which is a little bit small. I could upload this at 720 on YouTube, but YouTube hates 720p and lower stuff and can just really mess with the way it looks, even if I render it at a high bit rate. So I'm going to be rendering this at 1080p, so I'm stretching it out. Now, there is an option for full screen, but for some reason, I'm not sure if it's a RenPy thing. I'm not sure if it's just the way the full screen is interacting with my computer in whatever way, but whenever I put it on full screen, it has a tendency to flash to black a bunch, so it'll like kind of flicker out. And my recording software, whenever that happens, gets very confused, and it takes a couple seconds for it to pick back up video. So I'm stretching this picture in post, depending on how I decide to edit this, I guess. So I just wanted to throw it out there. If you think the image looks a little weird, it's entirely my fault. The art looks very nice. I'm looking at it right now. Looks sharp, looks clean, is actually also, well drawn. That's the important part. But yeah, so if it just looks a little stretched out, that's just an editing thing on my part. Just wanted to get that out there. So let's jump in. September 29th, 11:30 a.m. Ring, ring.
Tollbridge Financial, how may I direct your call? Yes.
So this game has a partial voice acting, which I assume means it'll be similar to what we just heard, where important lines will get the full treatment, but some of them will get these, like, I was going to say Legend of Zelda, but Legend of Zelda does it less. It's like an RPG where they have like a few stock voice clips that they'll use for, oh, this line doesn't need to be read. We only have so much in the budget. Also, as you saw, this was a jam game, so they only had so much time, I assume, to get it all recorded and in. Of course, I'll connect you right away. Beep. Ring, ring.
Front desk, how may I help you today? Hello.
Hello, Sam. How's floor 18 going? Is there a problem with the scanner or your ID?
Oh,
it's the bathroom scanner. Have you already scanned your ID twice to use the bathroom today?
yes.
Yes, there was an announcement in the toll report email today about it. To combat the ongoing issue of wage theft, all team members below floor lead will be limited to 2 5-minute bathroom breaks per workday. Very illegal to do that. And I at a former job, I once got locked in the bathroom because we were being forced to come back to the office after you know what I mean. They were like, oh, well, it's 2021. That's enough. Everyone to get back in the office. And I didn't have access for the floor that they were making me work on because I did not previously work there. And I went to the bathroom, and for some reason, they had scanners inside the bathroom. So, like, after I washed my hands, I was like, oh, fuck, I can't open this door to leave the bathroom. So I just had to wait for someone to come use the bathroom to get out, which was great. Also, the toilets wouldn't flush because they did not maintain the building well while no one was there. As a reminder, using another person's ID or attempting to enter a room without first scanning your ID will result in punitive disciplinary action.
Yes.
I'm already forwarding you over to HR. Good luck. Yeah, HR is not your friend, but that is illegal to limit bathroom access. Actually, maybe it's not, because there's all the bullshit about Amazon not letting people. But that feels like a slam jam thank you ma'am lawsuit. I wonder if they already have a standardized complaint form for the bathrooms yet.
Huh?
Huh? An unlisted number? That's rare.
Tollbridge Financial, how may I direct your call?
Ooh. Well, hello?
Hello?
Oh, I have a nice little... Oh, no, you can't see it. The game has a custom cursor of a... I forgot what a telephone was called for a second. Of like a little black like telephone. It's pretty cute. I could get it on screen, but I'd have to mess with the capture settings, and that could mess everything up, knowing me.
Huh?
Huh? They hung up. Maybe it was the wrong number. Ring, ring. That's not, though.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Bridge. What can I do for you?
No.
No, I'm afraid Mr. Bridge Jr. still hasn't come in yet. I'll let you know if he shows up. Yes, of course. I meant when he shows up. Oh, but, sir, before you go, I was wondering if there was any news about hiring another receptionist. I put in a request for some help every...
No.
No, sir, of course. I'm capable of doing the job. It's just...
Yes.
Yes, sir. Have a good day, sir. Beep. Bastard. So you can afford to pay your son to go out on a drunken binge every other night, but you can't give me some help so I can take an actual lunch break? Or maybe use some of those vacation days instead of having to come into work with bronchitis again. Of course, if I had someone else around, I'd have to stop talking to myself all the time. God, I need a break. Ring. Hello again, unknown number.
Tollbridge Financial.
Ooh. Who is this? Is there someone there? Is there someone there? Beep. Hung up further there. What was that? Spam call or something? I don't think it was a prank call. I couldn't hear anyone on the other end, not even breathing. Maybe they'll give up now. Ring.
Huh?
Unlisted again. Give the usual Identify yourself, demon. Yeah, I mean, you have to give your usual greeting. What if it's, what if this is like a mystery shopper kind of deal, and your boss is testing you?
Tollbridge Financial.
How may I direct your call? That line wasn't in there for some reason. Ooh. Stupid answering machine.
Huh?
Who are you calling an answering machine? What? My apologies. I'm attempting to reach someone else. Oh, hello, ma'am. Are you trying to reach someone at Tollbridge Financial Headquarters? I believe so, but I can only call direct line, so I'm unsure how I keep getting the receptionist. I trust you're the receptionist.
Yes.
Yes, I am. And I think I know what's happening. That would be very surprising. Oh. Our company did a massive rework of the building's phone system to increase productivity last month. To combat wage theft and prevent team members from taking personal calls during company time, all outside calls into the building route directly to the front receptionist, who will then redirect your call to the appropriate person.
Huh?
I see? Well, I suppose you'll have to direct me then.
Yes.
Of course. Who are you trying to reach? I'm actually not sure. I only have their direct line, which apparently isn't direct anymore. Just the number? No name? Names only make my job more complicated. I never bother with them. Well, I can give you the extension. Okay, if you can give me the extension, I may be able to look up where it used to go. I suppose I have little choice. May I have the extension, please? 21343. Thank you. May I put you on hold for a moment while I look this up?
What?
You want to put me on hold? Is that a problem? I've never had anyone try to put me on hold before. Go ahead. All right. One moment, please. Beep. You want to put me on hold? I really am not paid enough for this. But you're one of those arrogant bastards who came up with this 2-bathroom break idea. You certainly sound like you live off human misery. Names only make my job more complicated. Do people really just lose all humanity after they start making 6 figures a year? Try having a 2-hour commute, a paycheck that barely covers rent, 2 bathroom breaks a day, and then tell me how much of an inconvenience learning someone's name is. Whatever, let's just figure this out. Oh no, minigame. We got to figure this out for real. Unless this is just, graphics. Oh no, there's a thing in the corner that says skip puzzle. Okay, I need to figure out who this woman's trying to reach using only an out-of-date phone extension. 21343. Better add that to my notepad so I don't forget. I can't use name search if I don't have a name, but any other ways of searching is locked off by Bridge Jr.'s pet project, the Tollbridge Secure Archive, which he abbreviated. Is that how you spell abbreviated? I didn't realize. To TSA for some stupid reason. Okay, well, we have the system search. We got our email. Let's look at our emails. Toll report. Oh, this is a long email. I hope you're having a great September as we move into October and feel the autumn chills start to creep in and the sweet scent of pumpkin spice floats through the office. We want to make sure that you remember that that this first and foremost is still a workplace despite the hard work of most of our employees. If the trends we see that continue now to the trends we see continue, we will fail to meet our projected profit margins for September. We ask you to think about our investors and the doubts they may have when they see our numbers beginning to plateau. Spelled wrong. I mean, there was also the wrong throw, but I mean, we know most of our employees care and are working as hard as they can, and we thank you for it. But we all know that one bad apple spoils the bunch, and anyone not pulling their weight is forcing you to pull theirs. Wage theft has been a rampant problem in this company for months. We've already tried rewarding hard work with free energy drinks and free breakfast bagels. Side note, we do not have it within the budget to pay for cream cheese or any spread. So please bring your own. But since those gracious gifts have been proven ineffective, our hand has been forced to add a stick to that carrot. After comprehensive research, it has come to our attention that many of our less productive team members spend upwards of 20 minutes a day in the bathroom to combat the ongoing issue of wage theft. All team members below floor lead will be limited to 2 5-minute breaks per workday. As a reminder, using another person's ID to enter a room without first scanning your ID will result in punitive disciplinary action. Furthermore, we're working implementing that same ID scanning technology to make sure your personal phones are safe and secure during the workday. A wall of transparent safes will soon be installed on every floor with ID scanner locks that will automatically authorize you to clock into work. Even more impressive, you will need to clock out before the safe can open again. Very exciting stuff. You'll soon be able to work with peace of mind knowing that your phone is secure without the need to check it, that it's there every 15 minutes. Since these new standards will only affect those unperforming bad apples, we look forward to profit numbers reach new heights. Without the together, we're going to make fall an ironic name for our for fourth quarter. Toll goals, Jonathan Bridge Jr. Isn't he a peach? The toll report. Okay, so that was I forgot. It's the 29th, so this was like 2 weeks ago or whatever, and this is from August 22nd. Hey tollers, bad news and good news. First, the bad news. It's super sad, but we failed but Floor 13 Finance has failed meet our expected quarterly earnings by almost 1.2%. Yikes! That's only 126 million in profits. We know we can do better, but we know it's not their fault. Between the 13th floor bathroom breaking down, their luxury antique fridge sputtering, springing a Freon leak, and this guy makes a lot of spelling mistakes. Leak and forcing them to bring their lunches in coolers, and a few members of that floor unprecedentedly quitting and leaving our good employees to pick up the slack. The rumors have begun to circulate that floor is jinxed. But worry not, tollers, for we have heard your concerns and we are taking action. From now on, Tollbridge headquarters will no longer have a jinx 13th floor, and we're giving it a long overdue upgrade to the 14th floor, and the current 14th floor a promotion to the 15th floor. And that old 15th floor is being skyrocketed up to our first ever brand new 16th floor. Wow, that's a huge list of upgrades. Make sure you congratulate all your all our new super lucky coworkers during your 29-minute lunch breaks today. The floor changes have already been implemented in the system, so remember, if you need to send anything if you need to send anything to any floor above 12, aim one higher. Maybe we'll be able to upgrade all the floors to higher levels someday. Toll goals, Jonathan Bridge Jr. That's actually, like, obviously this is stupid being like, oh, well, floor 13 is now floor 14 and, just bumping up the number for everything else. But I've heard that's actually not too uncommon for buildings to skip floor 13 and just have a 14th floor. I personally never seen it, but I'm can't remember the last time I was ever in a building with that many floors. I probably have, but I can't think of one. Junior's at it again. Hey, kid. Well, I guess Junior's innovations have finally made their way down to you. The idiot decided to add his own security system to the personnel files. The stuff only you use, the stuff you need to know to who to forward to. To who? Yeah, well, apparently he heard that someone talking about that info leak that tanked Senko like a decade ago and freaked out. I'm going to talk to the old man about getting rid of this, but you know how touchy he is about anyone saying anything bad about Junior, so it'll probably be a while. In the meantime, here's how the thing works, or at least near as I can figure out. Junior hid all the personnel files behind a really shitty search engine. It's super specific to the point where it's more like inputting a password than a search, but he uses the same logic as the phone system he developed last year. In case you lost the email on how it works, here's a quick refresh. First digit represents one of the 6 departments. Okay, so marketing, finance, statistics, HR, corporate, security, technology. The second and or third digits corresponds to the floor the phone is on, 1 through 15. The last 2 digits correspond to the X and Y of the seating chart for that floor, with 00 representing the floor manager's office, which doesn't show up on most of the seating charts. If you need to look someone up in this stupid new system and the customer doesn't know the extension, you can pull up the seating chart of the floor, keep it and find it. I keep the seating charts up to date myself, so you can trust what's on there as accurate. To pull up the seating charts, you need to type in a specific command: toll bridge security assistant. Oh wow, there's a lot to this. First type in seating chart, then a comma and a space, and the floor in numerals with another comma and space, and finally the department. And make sure you type that in all lowercase. So if you wanted to find me, you would just type seating chart, comma 2, comma technology, just like that. You can't just type the floor, even though the departments are scattered around, part of Junior's advanced security. If you type in a floor with a department that it isn't on, you'll get an error message. If you start flagging the system it'll start flagging the system. Too many flags and it might lock you out. So double check, or maybe write down what you need on a piece of paper for reference before you go messing with the thing. Better yet, just don't touch it at all. I know it isn't convenient, but that's the only reliable way to use the stupid thing until I get your old system working in. Oh, and eat something, for God's sakes. If I walk by that desk and you're sipping a drink instead of having an actual lunch one more time, I'm going to knock it out of your hands. Take care, Terry. Thank you, Terry. Okay. So Terry has given us puzzle advice. I'll just grab a piece of paper. So I believe our number that we got was 21343. Like she said, it was in her notepad. So I will go check. 21343. So we know. Shit, I need to open that up. I forgot everything. Okay, so the first digits represents the department. So we know we got finance. 13. We know that's floor 13, and I assume that we're going to have to look up floor 14 instead, assuming that the thing has been updated. So 14, last 2 digits. So that's 43. Oh, I got blood on me. Give me a second. I must have cut my hand or something and didn't notice because I just got blood on that paper. Had to get a different piece of paper. I mean, it wasn't a lot of blood, but it was like, probably should just use a different piece of paper instead of this one that has blood on it. Okay, so finance, we know we're probably going to be looking for 14. Last 2 digits, X and Y. So we have 43. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so we need... you know what? I'm just going to go back through this and write down all the stuff instead of making y'all sit here with me while I do it. Okay, so if I have this correct, am I supposed to do this in System Search or in TSA? I think I'm supposed to do this in TSA. So let's see. Oh, whoops. Now I have my notepad in my way, making finger in slightly the wrong place. Security. It's also the problem of my my microphone's in my fucking way, so I can't really assist. I'm always worried I'm gonna spell assist wrong. Oh, try again, hacker. You've been reported. I thought I was supposed to type that. Let's see. Where did he say the blah 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 blah? Okay, if you need to look up someone, blah 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 blah, keep the seating charts. To pull it up, toll bridge security assistant. Did I spell assistant wrong? ASS. Well, I can look down on my notes and I see I spelled it wrong in my notes. I forgot the third S, assistant. Assistant. Okay. Let's try that. Let's try it again. Yeah, it is easier if I just look around my mic instead of trying to talk and type at the same time. Oh my god, I hate this so much. What am I doing wrong? Cause is it the capitalization? Is it not supposed to be capitalized? Because I believe in the email it is toll bridge, capital T, capital B, then security assistant. I wish I could copy paste this. Toll bridge. Oh, there's a period. That's a period, right? Maybe there's supposed to be a period at the end. I don't think that sounds correct. That I think just when you put the period inside the quotations at an end of a sentence. I don't think they want a period here, but maybe they do. Unless I've just fucked this up 3 times in a row. Toll bridge security assistant. Period. Couldn't even center the font. I mean, I think I have the answer. I think we just need to do seating chart 14 finance, and then we would type in 43 to get the answer. The search engine Terry made for me is useless. It can only search someone by name or department, which usually isn't a problem since most people know the name of the department of the person that they want to talk to. I'll have to use that TSA thing since it's locking my access out of other files. All right, well, I can only unless I'm supposed to type the entire thing all in one go. So like security. Like security, like, right? Security. Like, I'm starting to feel like I'm an idiot and just misspelling this every time. Assistant. That's how you spell it. So am I supposed to now go seating chart 14 finance? Am I supposed to do it all in one go? Not sure. Oh, I didn't have to type the security assistant thing. I just went ahead and typed in the seating chart thing. I thought that was a part of the steps. I guess maybe I just misunderstood what that part was. Oh, right. No, we don't have to type it in. That's what TSA stands for. Duh. I thought we had to like initialize it to go. Not that was my bad. I made an oopsie doopsie. Finally, now we just need to figure out which name on the chart is the one I need. It was like an XY coordinate where 0, 0. So, assuming this is 0, 0, like this would be like the manager or whatever. So we need to go XY. So we go like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3. That doesn't. I think I did that wrong. Because we wanted someone in finance. So maybe I've misunderstood. Because also this says statistics. Well, I was going to say could be like the boss's statistics, but what if we assume that this is 1, 1 instead of 0, 0 then? So then it'd be 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. So it'd be... Oh, I guess it's this one? Because we can like click on it, but none of the others seem to light up. So I guess we just have to click on it to get the name. But am I looking at this incorrectly? Because I don't see how this would be... Was it 4, 3? Yeah, it's 2, 1, 3, 4, 3. So I'm not sure how this lines up with what we wanted, but I guess it's correct because we can click on it. Okay, Devin Phelps. Now I just need to put that name into the system search and finally, the working extension. Holy shit, that took way too long. It probably would have been faster to just go to the old 13th floor and figure it out myself. But that would mean leaving my desk, and we can't have that. Now I just need to talk to No Names bitch again. Bet she's gonna be a joy now that I made her wait so long. Actually, I rather enjoyed the entertainment. What?
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. What? But how did you... I put you on hold. The phone says you're on hold. Oh, we got hit with the foo, and I said you could give it a try. I'm more at home on a phone than I am anywhere else. Once I make a connection, I'm in complete control.
Oh.
Though it seems I need the help of a grumpy little receptionist to make that connection. Congratulations on solving your puzzle, by the way. You're an HR head, aren't you? Is that what I am? I heard rumors that HR could listen to any phone call over the company lines.
Oh.
And you want to blame me for that too?
No.
I'm sorry, I just didn't know you were listening. I mean, I did mean to insult you behind your back. Please, I'm sorry, it won't happen again. Please don't fire me. I need this job so bad. Relax, dear. You're not in trouble. I'm not? Not at all. I'm not calling to talk to you, remember? Although I'll admit, I'm in no hurry to stop talking to you either.
Oh.
You sound cute when you're angry, and downright adorable when you're flustered. Yeah, she said it. She got it. Tantalizingly adorable. Well, I found the person you're trying to reach, so I'll just go ahead and transfer you now.
Oh.
So soon?
Tutu.
Tsutsu. All right. Well, I hope you have a better day. And then Zusu. Goodbye, Beep. I forgot to get her name for the call report. October 3rd, 11:39, so a couple days.
Tollbridge Financial.
Hello again.
Hello.
Hello, how can I... Wait, I know that voice. You're the HR rep from a few days ago. I'm happy to hear you recognize me. It's kind of hard to forget a voice like yours. It does tend to haunt your nightmares, doesn't it? Damn, she just... Okay, more like my wet dreams. Jesus, she just like blurted it out. I'm so sorry. I didn't, how can I direct your call today? Another extension-only call, I'm afraid. That's no problem. I know how to figure those out now, so it shouldn't take that long. That's quite a pity. I'd very much like to hear about those dreams you've been having about me. Please forget about that. I'm afraid I can't think about anything else. Look, I'm sorry I said that. I'm just kind of... Don't apologize. You've been on my mind, too. Really? You're hard to forget. It was so refreshing to hear something other than dread in someone's voice for once. I mean, I'm sure you've heard quite a lot of dread from me.
Oh.
But your voice is so much more than that. You're so vibrant and full of life when you're not doing that customer service thing. So feisty. Getting to hear you unfiltered was the absolute highlight of my week. I would just love to hear more. Bisexual sweating. What was that extension again? 41341. Okay, let's write this down. Okay, let's go. Seems like it'd be a wasted effort. You're a quick learner. Oh, by the way, I hope you're doing better today. You had quite the list of problems last time. Well, a bit, I guess. Management had to change our bathroom breaks to being tracked instead of limited after a pregnant woman on the 3rd floor threatened to file a lawsuit. Well, that takes care of that. Now you just have to have your long commutes, your expensive rent, and the inept stupidity of your bosses to deal with.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm surprised you remembered all my complaining. I told you were the highlight of my week. Oh, what's your name?
Oh?
My, aren't you brazen all of a sudden? Yeah, well, she said, oh, sorry. I like it, but you should never ask a lady her name without giving your own first. I just need it for my call log. And I thought names only complicated your job. True, but you're the one complication I would love to get tangled up in. Bisexual sweating intensifies. So, what's your name? Turnbuckle. I do believe her name is Annette Turnbuckle.
Annette Turnbuckle.
Annette.
Beautiful name for a lovely voice. I'm sure the rest of you is just as enchanting. You'd be disappointed, I'm sure.
Oh.
Oh, I doubt you could ever be disappointing, Annette. Now, with how fun it is to tease you.
Well,
I take that back, actually. There is one very disappointing thing about you. Huh? You're too far away. It would be much nicer to have you at arm's reach than over the phone, don't you think? I read your extension online. Would you like me to transfer you? If you must.
Annette.
CD Jen? Annette? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. Bye. Oh, I guess we don't have to do the puzzle this time. I guess we already solved it, so they're like, yeah, you got it. Don't worry about it. God, her voice. God, she's having a good time with this lady's voice. Damn it, I didn't get her name again. Okay, 4 days later.
Tollbridge Financial.
Annette.
You. All right, I'm not directing you anywhere until I get your name this time. Aren't you feisty today? I got chewed out last week when I had to submit my call log with a blank space.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to make problems for you. Well, not that kind of problem anyway. Well, you can make it up to me now. Oh, I'd love nothing more. Have any more good dreams about me? I'm sure I could give you some ideas for tonight. Name first. I guess. Just guess. Not I guess. Huh? Guess. My name. Get close and I'll even give you a little reward. How am I supposed to do that? Corporation leadership identities are hidden from the public.
Oh.
Oh, did you try to look me up earlier? I mean, I needed your name for my job, so...
Choo.
Foo-foo, you won't find me that way. You called me that before. It's Cantonese, right? It's a pet name for people, kind of like babe. Close. It means cute little piggy. Huh. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Oh.
Take it as a compliment. Where I come from, pigs are considered some of the most adorable creatures. I recognized you said... I recognize what you said to me last time, too. Sidi Jen, that's Cantonese too, means goodbye. See you later, but close enough. So you're bilingual, probably speaking both languages all your life with how good you are. Correct? You might say they're both native languages for me. Does that give you a hint? Maybe. Oh, you're from Hong Kong. That's a very good guess. Too good. So I'm right.
Yes.
How did you know?
I
Used to watch a lot of foreign dramas in college. K-dramas are really popular, but I was always a fan of the ones that came out of Hong Kong. Good to know.
Well.
So what do you think my name is? Lee Smith Sai. I'm guessing... I like that this one has a question mark on it. Just going for like the like most common name, I assume, which is why that has that. Smith, throw a curveball in there. Common American last name. Let's just go with Sai since these are both common ones. Swing for the fences. Maybe Sai? I always like that name.
Hello?
Close. It's Say. Well, nice to meet you, Miss Say. Believe me, the pleasure's all mine. Can I get your full name, please? Just for the record, of course. Gwen. Gwen Say. Now that's a beautiful name. Only when you say it. All right, Miss Say. What's your extension? A few of them, actually. 21353, 31351, 21342. Wow, busy day. Yes, but it won't take too long. Is this a group call, or should I forward you to each one individually? You could just make it a group call. It's all the same message. Got it. And done. I can connect you now.
Oh?
In a hurry to get rid of me again?
No.
No, but you clearly got a lot of work to do. Also, my boss will ask questions if the call takes too long. He's already on my case about missing your name last week.
Oh.
Pity. I live for our little talks these days. Do you actually mean that? I do. I may have a number of sins on my soul, but lying isn't one of them.
Huh?
Tutu.
Go ahead and forward me, Zutsu. I'm sure you'll hear from me again before too long. Okay, I mean, it was nice talking to you. Much nicer for me. Beep. Gwen Say. Get a hold of yourself, Annette. She's way out of your league. Though. I forgot what day it was before, so October 13th at the very least. That's just mind-numbing fucking work. Staring at the wall or whatever, waiting for something to happen. Hello, Miss Say. How may I help you today?
Annette.
Hello, Annette. How did you know it was me? It was an unlisted number, and you always call around the same time, right when everyone else is coming back from lunch. And it's been a while since you called. I guess I was just being hopeful.
Miss Say?
Oh.
Sorry, I'm glad to hear I wasn't the only one who's hoping to talk again. But I'm surprised you were looking forward to me calling again. So far, all I've done is leave you flustered and cause you trouble. Well, I never said I didn't like a little trouble. You must love me then. It's getting there. So, what are the extensions today?
Huh?
Just one. 31362. But there's no rush. Right.
Well?
Is there anything in particular you wanted to talk about while we have the time? Oh, how have you been? Nice weather, isn't it? Give her your number. Well, obviously, they're into each other. Just fucking take your shot, Since we're both, kind of anxious about not being able to talk again, would you like to, do something about that? I could give you my cell number.
Oh?
My, you're being very forward today. I seem to remember you said that you liked that. That I did. But I'm afraid I must decline your offer. Huh? I have problems with cell phones. They never work for me for some reason. Oh, okay. I mean, you don't have to text. We could just call on the weekends if you wanted. We could talk about dreams. You're being very bold for someone who's usually so timid. Well, you get a chance for happiness, you gotta sprint for it, right? People don't find happiness when I call them. I beg to differ. Maybe I should look into figuring out that cell phone problem. Really? I said maybe. Now go ahead and forward me. Oh, already? A new complication just came to my attention, one that I need to consider very carefully. Plus, you don't want to get in trouble with your boss. Right. Hope to hear from you again soon. You shouldn't.
Tutu.
Beep. Oh, hiding under the desk. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Okay, it's been 4 days. Paid attention that time. Annoying coworker. It's an unfortunate thing to be named, but, it happens. But as impressive as the fly integration was, the rest of the insect imagery was kind of overdone, especially with the random millipedes, which aren't actually dangerous. And the film being in sepia tone instead of actual black and white, just to show that they didn't fully grasp the medium they were using, not like the tunnel scene in 1971's Winka Wally and the Confectionery. That's really interesting. But I think you've been here for about an hour, so maybe you should be getting back to your desk? Oh, don't worry. I actually have an extended lunch because I have a thyroid deficiency, so my doctor gave me a note saying that I had to spend an equal amount of... Ring. Oh, thank God. Sorry, I have to take this.
Oh.
Oh, it's okay. I can wait.
Uh,
This is a confidential call, so I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
No.
Oh, well, if you're sure... Oh, well, if you're busy, you should have said something. Finally.
Tollbridge Financial.
Oh.
And I was hoping you would know it was me again.
Miss Say?
Oh, but you have no idea how happy I am to hear your voice. But it's only been a few days since my last call. Don't tell me you're getting that desperate for me. The office terror had me cornered at my desk for the last hour. He probably would have kept rambling and melting my brain for the rest of the day if you hadn't called. But yes, I did miss you.
Well.
I'm glad to be your long-distance knight in shining armor. In fact, you could even put that as my contact ID in your phone if you like. Sounds good? Wait, what? You mean you're... But I thought... You thought what?
I
thought you weren't interested.
Huh?
What? Whatever gave you that idea? I thought I made my affection for you very clear. Well, I mean, you're very flirty with me, but when I asked last time, you said... I said I have a problem with cell phones, and that I'd figured out how to fix it. So I fixed it.
Well.
I think, anyway. So you excuse me. So you do want me to stay in touch
Tutu.
more than anything. But maybe I should rethink the idea since you clearly think so little of me.
No.
No, please. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. You really are just too fun to tease. Your teasing's gonna give me a heart attack at this rate. I tend to have that effect on people.
Oh.
But since I've already got your blood pumping, why don't you calm down and look up my extension first? Making me work for it. Trust me, I'll make it I'll make it worth it for you as soon as you're home. All right, give it to me. 0.
Huh?
What? Just 0? Just 0. But that's my extension.
What?
0's the building operator. That's me. Miss Say? This can't be happening. There's got to be some mistake. It can't really be anyone else. I take it it's not good news? The worst. I see. I didn't think I was slipping at work that bad. What? I knew I'd been kind of distracted lately, and I may have taken a few extra bathroom breaks, but I didn't think it was worth firing me over. How long have I got? 2 weeks?
7 days.
Beep. Is that like 7 business days or just a week?
Miss Say?
Great, just fucking great. Now I'm fired, and she hung up before I could get her number. Damn it, this is gonna be a great weekend. Okay, that's a week later. Wait, no, it's 6 days later, right? Because it was the 14th previously? I think. What the hell am I doing? I'm working overtime for a company that's about to fire me after 5 years because I had 1 month where I was a little scatterbrained. I really should just go home and do more job hunting, or start packing and figure out what to say to my family when I show up on their doorstep. Actually, I'm probably going to have to ask them to come pick me up, or see if I can rent a U-Haul. Or I could just sit right here and keep talking to myself. Yeah, that feels like the right move.
Huh?
Great, now the lobby TV's on the fritz. Just what I need. Another report to fill out. Staying a bit late, aren't you? What?
Annette.
Good evening. Who are...
Miss Say?
Tutu.
It's good to finally see you. Well, how do I look? I hope I'm not too disappointing.
Huh?
Huh? Oh, she said,
No.
oh, no. You look good. Great.
I...
Great. You look great. I'll judge that on your enthusiasm instead of your vocabulary. Sorry, I can't believe you're actually here. I never thought we'd ever see each other face to face. Neither did I, if I'm being honest. But fate seems, but fate, it seems, had other ideas. What are you doing here?
Well.
I happen to be in the area for work, and since I stupidly forgot to give you my number before hanging up, I figured an in-person appearance was the only way to make it up to you. You could have just called me back, but thank you. It's good to see you finally. Is that all you have to say? No, I mean, are you busy? How'd you get in? Can I get, eyes on the fucking prize? Give me the digits. Can I get your number?
Oh.
I come all the way to see you here in person, and all you want to do is get back to phones? I didn't realize that I was that hideous.
No.
You're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. I just don't want to lose you again. Yeah. I thought you might be more fun to tease in person, but I didn't expect you to go turning the tables on me right away.
Huh?
You needn't worry about losing me again. I'm afraid you couldn't get rid of me now if you tried. Oh. Sorry, I'm just having trouble organizing my thoughts.
Well.
Then maybe you should just speak from the heart. Annette's stomach growls. Or maybe just go with your gut. Sorry, I was kind of distracted and forgot my lunch at home this morning. Again. Then allow me to remedy that. I noticed a restaurant across the street. Is it any good? I don't know. I've always wanted to try it, but never had the chance. No time like the present, shall we? Okay. I mean, I'd love to.
Excellent.
Whoa, this place is a lot fancier than it looked from the outside. Is it? A bit bright for my tastes. Holy shit, did you see this menu? Some of these appetizers cost more than my monthly grocery budget. Don't worry about the cost. Just order whatever you want. This is my treat. But...
Annette.
I said, don't worry. It helps. If it helps, consider this your going away dinner. If you're sure. I am. In fact, I just picked up a new company card and can't think of a better way to break it in. Are you two ready to order? I am if you are. Okay. I'll have the steak and potato with collard greens, medium rare, please. I'll have the same. Very well. We shall have that right out to you. Would you like to see our wine list? I'm fine with water. I never drink wine. But I wouldn't be opposed to a glass of champagne to celebrate, would you? I guess not. Bring it out for dessert. Yes, ma'am. What are we celebrating?
Well.
We'll figure that out later. For now, I want to hear about you. What about me? Anything? Everything? Whatever you feel like sharing. I just want to hear your voice and enjoy your company. Well, there's not a lot to say, really. I come from a Jewish upper-middle-class family, middle child of 3, graduated high school with average grades and got into an average college. What did you major in? I got a simpler bachelor's in English with a minor in health sciences because my parents couldn't stop me.
Huh?
Couldn't stop you? Well, my parents wanted me to get a more practical degree that would look good on business, good on a business resume. But I managed to get in on a health and fitness scholarship, so they couldn't really argue. I see. College was fun. Some of the best years of my life. It was my first time living away from my parents, and I had the best roommates I could ask for. But they all went back home or left to get married as soon as we graduated. Some even before that. I didn't want to go back to my family after finally getting away from them, so I got a little studio apartment in a decent part of the city that used to be cheap. Oh, I know that. Then I got a job as a receptionist and somehow managed to keep it and my little apartment until now. Sounds like you're a very driven and independent woman. I don't know about driven, but my independence was about the only thing I had going for me most days. Most people my age can't afford to live alone, so I was proud of being able to support myself even though it cost me an arm and a leg to do it. Though, I guess it's over now. What about hobbies? You can't just watch Hong Kong dramas when you get off work. I barely have time to do that between meal prep and getting 6 hours of sleep.
Huh?
6? Aren't humans supposed to get a minimum of 8? I make up for it on the weekends. Oh, but I don't just lay about all day. I always make time to run.
Huh?
Run. I do at least 2 hours on the treadmill every Saturday and Sunday in my apartment's gym. 90-minute jog, half hour of sprints.
What?
That's impressive. Not really. No, it is. Well, I used to be able to do a lot better when I was running every day in college. 2 hours every day? More like 3. They had this beautiful track that wound all the way around the campus. It ran right next to a little river, so it was always cool and crisp in the mornings. I was always late for my morning classes. It was always just one more lap and then I'll go. You must really love running. I do. There's something just so freeing about it. Being able to move under my own power, not having to rely on anyone, just me and the earth under my feet. It's like as long as I'm running, nothing can catch me. I feel so alive. My heart's pounding, but my mind is calm. It's better than sex. Really? Well, at least in my experience so far. Give me a lady. Let me see the steak. Oh,
Well.
we don't get to see the steak. How is it? Heavenly. I can't remember the last time I ate a proper meal. Usually it's just protein smoothies for lunch and breakfast, and then some heavy carbs, like some bread or pasta when I get home to help me sleep. I'm amazed you're still alive with a diet like that. It's fine. It's not like I have time for anything else at my desk.
Huh?
Hey, you haven't touched your food. Is there something wrong with it? Nothing's wrong. I just had a heavy meal right before I came to see you. My pencil just fell off my notes. I don't know if the mic picked that up. I ordered this in the hopes you'd take it home to have for lunch tomorrow. Now I think I better just take you to an actual grocery store and make you buy some real food. Your time's short enough as is. It's fine. I minored in health and fitness sciences, remember? I know what I'm doing. I'm very careful about mixing the proper vitamins and supplements in my smoothies so I get all my required nutrition. I didn't starve, and it helps regulate my calorie intake so I don't gain weight sitting at my desk all day. And what about your 4 hours of running on the weekends? I always make sure to carb pack a little on Friday night. I'm a healthy girl.
Well.
I suppose I'm not in any position to judge lifestyles. Well, if you're not going to eat, why don't you tell me about yourself now? I don't have much to say, for one reason or another.
Huh?
There's got to be something. How'd you come to work for Tollbridge? I wouldn't say I work for them. I simply handle some staff terminations. You're an outside contractor? That's one way to put it. Wow, I'm jealous. You must get to do a lot of traveling working for companies like Tollbridge and make quite a lot of money, too.
Well.
Less than you think. Though, yes, I have done quite a lot of traveling. And what'd you do before this? I don't recall.
Huh?
You don't remember where you worked? I'm sorry, I have a bit of a memory problem, an unfortunate medical condition, though I can't quite remember how I got it, which would check out the whole memory problem thing. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to. That's horrible. It's fine. Most things I've forgotten, I'm sure I'd rather not remember. It's not all gone, though. I have little clips, a few scenes here and there, though how I got from one to another is still a mystery to me. So far as I can remember, I was born in Hong Kong. In fact, you might say I had my start in media, VHS specifically. Wow, you must have been really young to work on. You must be really young to be on actual videotape. VHS still has a niche crowd, especially for the audience I appealed to. Oh, you mean like the kind of video the public should know about? Oh, wow. I'm not proud of the work I did, or still do. But I made a killing, and eventually I came to the U.S., though, again, I can't quite remember how. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I spoiled your dinner. No, it's... Thank you for trusting me. You've been through a lot, huh? I think I may have given you the wrong impression. I'm not a victim. Quite the opposite. You did what you had to do to survive.
Yes.
And you didn't have much to say in what that was, right?
No.
I didn't have any say at all. But you shouldn't pity me.
No.
I don't. I think you're really amazing to say. Call me Gwen, please. All right, Gwen. That was the level up sound. Excuse me, ladies. The champagne is chilled and ready. Would you care for it now?
Excellent.
Yes, thank you. That would be, as she said.
Oh.
And we'll take several to-go boxes for the meal. Of course, madam. Well, what should we toast to? To you, Gwen. To running. To survival. Well, we're eyes on the fucking prize, and to you, Gwen. Me? Meeting you has been the best thing to ever come out of a bad situation. Or any situation. To us, then. For you have been the best thing for me. Clink. Fucking nailed that date. This is a lot of food. Are you sure you don't want to take some? I honestly wouldn't even know what to do with it. You'd eat it. But why would I bother with steak when I have such a lean and delicious looking meal standing next to me? Are you staying around here? I'll be in the area for a while, though regrettably my accommodations don't allow for guests. Oh, you're staying with a friend? More like my keeper. Oh, family. Something like that.
Oh.
But do you really think I'm the kind of woman who would invite you to my bed on a first date? No, I wouldn't. Fuck. You caught me.
Choo-choo.
You really are too much fun to tease. But to be clear, if I had my way, you wouldn't leave my bed for a solid week. Okay.
Oh.
So adorable. You promised me a reward.
Huh?
Oh, when you guessed my name? Yes, I suppose I did. What would you like? Other than the free meal. That's a pretty good reward already, but, bed for a week, I guess. A kiss. Come home with me. Your number. Okay, well, we should probably keep it calm. I know I've said, eyes on the prize, but that might be like just slamming your head through the prize. So we should probably just ask for a kiss. I want a kiss from you. You really can be quite forward when you want to be. Got to sprint for your chance at happiness. Very true, and I get why the sprinting. Yeah, I get it now.
When?
What's wrong? Nothing. But I'm afraid your bus is already here. Huh? That's still 2 stops away. We have plenty of.
When?
Where is she? Shit! I didn't get her number again. Well, I mean, you win some, you lose some.
Hello?
Her eyes there were huge. I'm having to focus a lot on the text and not look at the art, which very good, by the way. But I don't know if I've noticed her like huge eye expression like that before. Oh, hi Terry. What can I do for you? No, I'm fine. I was just expecting another call. Thanks for the offer, but you don't need to pick me up anything. I'm actually good on lunch. A protein smoothie is a suitable lunch if it's prepared correctly. Why does everyone get on my case about this? Besides, I've got some actual food for once. Steak and potatoes from that restaurant across the street. I went there for a date last night. Yeah, no, it was crazy expensive. But she was paying for it, and apparently no one believes me when I say I have a degree in health science, so it went really well. Mostly. It just ended kind of abruptly, but I think I'll see her again. I hope so. Thanks. Oh, hey, you're on the floor with the building's HR, right? You haven't heard anything about any layoffs coming up, have you? Oh, sorry, got a visitor. Talk to you later.
Hello.
Hello, welcome to Tollbridge Accounting. How may I help you today?
FBI Special Agent Ignatius Celeste View. Pronouns they, them. Please, call me Ivy.
FBI? Are you here for a financial audit? I'm afraid not. I'm here to investigate the body that was found here last night. The what?
Huh?
You weren't informed? A woman was attacked and robbed last night. Her body was found in the bathroom of one of the upper floors this morning, which you're not allowed to be in after your second use, so very confusing situation.
I
haven't heard anything about. One moment, I need to check something. By all means, I'd hate to be in the wrong place.
Hello?
Hey, Bruno, it's Annette at the front desk. I've got an FBI agent here. You wouldn't happen to know why, would you? I thought as much. Thanks. Uh-oh. Am I in trouble? No, but apparently you didn't get the memo from my bosses sent out to law enforcement. Hold up. Let me pull it up. Here we go. To preserve a safe and productive work environment, we ask that all emergencies be conducted through the loading dock at the rear of the building. And any emergency service vehicles be brought to the rear parking, and all personnel refrain from being seen in public areas of the building to prevent undue stress to our valued employees. This is in accordance with Local Ordinance 7151, passed by the City Council, Stephenville, September 13th, Friday, 2024. Could you explain that to me? Because there's no way I understood that correctly. I think you did. But in basic terms, Tollbridge CEOs have enough pull in the city council that all police cars, ambulance, and fire trucks have to park in the back so nobody sees them and thinks that they can stop working. You've got to be kidding me.
No.
Nope. I'm pretty sure the original proposal was going to make them pay for parking too. Huh. Maybe I should look into that audit. You better get to your crime scene first. Here, let me get you a pass so you can take the elevator up. What floor are you going to? 14. But before I go, would you mind answering a few questions first? Actually, employees aren't allowed to talk to law enforcement. I never leave the desk. They're about to fire me, so go ahead. You know what? They're about to fire me anyway, so why not? Ask away.
Oh.
Fire you? Yeah,
Yes.
This Friday's my last day, so go ahead. I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Nice.
Well, I hit the jackpot. But let's start with the case at hand.
Huh?
Were you here last night?
Yes.
I was staying late to get in some overtime while I still had the chance.
I see.
What time did you leave? I think I left around 7. Everyone else left around 5 at the usual time, so we must have been the last ones out of the building last night, at least through the front door.
Huh?
We? Oh, a friend came to pick me up from work.
I see.
And who is your friend? Do they work here? Her name is Gwen Say. I don't think she works in the building, but she works as an independent contractor for HR handling terminations.
And?
Interesting job. How long have you two known each other? We only met recently, about a month ago through work. But she has full access to the building, so security should be able to give you more information. I see. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Ignis? Was Ignis their name? I can scroll down on the... Oh, am I in the wrong place? No, I don't see the character's name here. But I believe it was like Ignacio, maybe? I mean, I guess I could just call them agent. I see. So you were here by yourself until 7 when your new friend picked you up. And you don't remember anything else out of the ordinary until then?
No.
Not that I can remember. Well, I don't mean to bug you about your personal life. Why don't you give me that pass now so your bosses can yell at me for using the front door? Of course. Here you go. Thank you, Miss Turnbuckle. Annette Turnbuckle. Thank you, Miss Turnbuckle. Stay safe. Holy shit, someone was attacked in the building. That's the big eye face I was talking about. Oh my god, that could have been me if Gwen hadn't... Talk about close calls. The next day.
Huh?
What's with this stupid TV? Maybe it's just flustered. Whoa!
Annette.
My, you're jumpy tonight. Gwen, how did you... When did... Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. Are you all right? Yeah, sorry. I'm just glad you're here. I didn't know if I should wait here again, but I didn't want to miss you.
Well...
I certainly missed you. Can we go somewhere, actually? This place is...
Yes.
Of course, anywhere you want. Okay, just let me get my things. Feeling better? Yeah, I haven't been to the park to a park in forever. I used to jog outside all the time, never at night, obviously, but still, it's nice to be around nature again. You do look more relaxed. What had you on edge back there? A woman was attacked and robbed in the building last night, just before we left. It's scary. They found her on the 14th floor bathroom. People were already saying that floor was jinxed, but now... I think cursed is the more appropriate word. The rumor in the office was... it wasn't just a mugging. Something horrible happened to her. Her face was disfigured somehow, like her mouth was stretched open and her skin turned gray. I mean, what could have done that? Something evil and unforgivable, I guess. Yeah, and we were right there when it happened. I probably would have stayed another hour if you hadn't come. You might have saved my life. I guess that just goes to show how short life can be. Gotta live every day like it's your last. I feel like I've got enough deadlines to worry about. What if you didn't? What would you do if you didn't have to worry about bills or money or anything like that? It's hard to imagine that anymore. Try for me. I guess I'd like to go to a club again. I haven't been to one since I was in college with the girls. Why? It'd be nice just to lose myself in the crowd for a bit. Just move to the music and leave all my cares at the door. Excuse me. Not on. I was like, leave all my cares on the floor because you're gonna get down. No, I meant what's stopping you. Well, I don't have any friends in the city now. At least none that I trust to watch my back in a dimly lit nightclub. It's fun, but still dangerous. You got to watch out for other people trying to drug your drink or steal your purse. And there's always some drunken pervert out there out to ruin your night that can't take no for an answer. Not the most pleasant experience, then. What about running in the park? Why not take some time off and go running like you used to? You kidding? I'm the only receptionist for the entire building. Can't they just hire another one? Every time I ask my bosses for some help so I can use my vacation days, they ask if they need to train a replacement since I can't handle the workload. They threaten to fire you if you don't do the job without a complaint. I think that's how I got the job in the first place, actually. There used to be a massive turnaround for the position before I took over. I guess I'm the only one who needed the job badly enough to put up with it. That's horrible. You're a human. You should be living your life, not suffering it. Easy for you to say. No, sorry, I didn't mean, No, you're absolutely right. More than you know.
Net.
But you deserve so much better than this. This half-life you're forced to endure just for the dignity of your independence. We all do what we have to survive. Indeed. What about you? What would you do if you didn't have to worry about anything? Exactly what I'm doing now, with exactly who I'm doing it with. Be serious. There's got to be something else you'd rather be doing than just walking around a dark park with me. True. I'd like to give you that reward I promised you. So what will it be? Kiss her. Let her kiss you. Get the digits. It's fucking go time. Can I have what I asked for last time? I was hoping you would. Smooch! Annette is shoved to the ground.
Huh?
Sorry, I think my knees gave out. Wow, hey, can you help me out? Gwen?
Gwen!
Where are you? Gwen, come back. I still didn't get your number! October 22nd. I wish I said what day it is, because we know Friday is the 7th day. And I forgot what date it started on.
Agent Ivy.
Oh, I was thinking IV like a like an IV that you'd like put in your arm or whatever. But I guess it could also be like IV. But I'm thinking more of the an IV going into your arm.
Oh.
Good morning. Running a little late today? Yes, I'm so sorry. I didn't get much sleep last night and I missed my first bus. Anyway, how can I help you? I hope there wasn't another attack. No, we're still investigating the attack from 2 nights ago. Well, that's good, I guess. I'll get you your pass. Sorry for the wait. Actually, I needed to speak with you.
Huh?
Yes.
You said that a friend picked you up from work last night. Or that night. Is that correct? Yes, Miss Gwen Say. She's a contractor for the HR. Are you sure that's her name and the relationship to the company?
Yes.
Why? You said she picked you up from work. Where did you go? The restaurant across the street. Why are you asking me this? Miss Turnbuckle, among other things, the victim from 2 nights ago was robbed. Her purse was rifled through and several items were stolen, including a necklace, an expensive sweater, and a credit card. Putting a sweater in a purse, that's either a big purse or a small sweater, unless the purse was, or the sweater was taken off her back. That credit card was used at the restaurant across the street a few hours after the attack. What? Furthermore, there's no record of any person by the name of Gwen Say working as a contractor for the HR department or any department of this company.
And?
In fact, your HR department has never has never had an outside contractor for any reason. That's not possible. They're probably hiding the contractor so they don't have to pay their taxes or something. We're looking into that possibility. However, we do need to investigate all the possible angles. Could you please describe this friend of yours to me? Asian, dark hair, pale skin, brown reddish eyes, about 5'11" tall.
And
what was she wearing?
Well,
A slit skirt and a orange sweater and a necklace. I see. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Agent. Can't you just check the security footage from that night? I'm sure that'll clear everything up. I'm afraid all the security cameras for this lobby experienced a critical malfunction around the time you left that night. As did the camera in the restaurant from the time you arrived to the time you left. What? But that's impossible. How could that happen? Your guess is as good as mine, but the fact is there's no record of this woman existing at all except your word. You don't think I'm lying, do you? You can ask the waiter that served us at the restaurant that night. They'll tell you. Don't worry, I intend to do just that. In the meantime, are you in contact with this woman? I said that weird. With this woman, do you know where she'll be next? No, she always contacts me, and I don't know if I'll see her again. Miss Turnbuckle, you do realize hiding a federal suspect is a criminal offense. I was gonna say crime offense. I really don't know. We went on a walk through the park last night. Everything seemed to be going well, but then we kissed and she disappeared.
oh,
Kissed? You're romantically involved with this woman.
no.
I thought we were, but I guess trying to kiss me was her limit. As soon as I did, she pushed me to the ground and ran off without a word.
I see.
Well, aren't you going to take me in for questioning or something? I don't think that's necessary. It's clear to me it's clear to me already that you're not directly involved in any of this. Here's my card. If this woman contacts you again in any way, I want you to call me immediately. She's likely a very dangerous individual. Don't do anything rash. I wish I could do more for you, but it's fine. I'll let you know if she shows up. Thank you. Take care, Miss Turnbuckle. Slides off screen.
Hello?
Mr. Bridge, this is Annette Turnbuckle. Am I scheduled to be fired? I said, am I scheduled to be fired? Annette hangs up on her boss. That lying bitch. Later that day, it's fuck it TV, guys. Boo. I'm sorry for leaving you at the park like that. An emergency came up and I didn't have a choice. But I'm going to make it up to you. I did some research and found the nicest, safest nightclub in the city. And I've already ordered us some transportation. It'll be out front in a minute. It's a work night. Oh, well. Also, didn't they flag the card you stole off the woman's body already?
What?
How could you? I can explain. Why? Because I'm too stupid to figure it out on my own? Don't bother. I already know what you are.
What?
You do? But how? It wasn't hard after I started looking up all the people you had me connect you to. Not a single one of them is still working for the company. They're all listed as dismissed due to unexplained delinquency, meaning they all just stopped showing up exactly 1 week after you called them. Well, not all of them. Your last target had to be hauled out of here in a body bag. You killed her, didn't you? And I helped you. Like an idiot. I fucking helped you. I should have known someone like you wouldn't have looked twice at me. I didn't look twice. I listened, and when I finally saw you, I couldn't look away. I'm not going to fall for that again. You used me, and you lied to me. I was never going to be fired. Technically, I never lied to you about anything. I just let you come to your own conclusions and didn't correct you. That's even worse. You made me look like a total fool. I never meant to. I didn't know how to tell you. I should have flagged your call and reported you to security the moment you spouted that bullshit about me being adorable. God, I'm so fucking stupid. I bet you were laughing at me the second you hung up, or probably gagging in disgust.
What?
No. That's why you ran away last night, right? Right? You were too disgusted after forcing yourself to kiss someone like me. That's not it at all. You're a liar. You're a murderous, lying corporate spy. I never... corporate spy? Really? That's what you think?
Wait.
A what? Oh, she's actually going to do that. Wait, a what? Did you wine and dine your other targets too? Take them out, fancy dinners, and find out what they wanted most, just so you could bribe them with it?
Huh?
And just use blackmail to keep them silent while threatening them into quitting? Hold on. Or let me guess. You tailor your approach to whatever suits best, and then kill anyone that you can't make play ball. But I'm not. Drop the act. Just go ahead and do whatever you're going to do. Make me an offer or just kill me. I don't care anymore. My life sucks, but just do us both a favor and tell me the truth for once.
Net.
Look at me. You're a very clever girl. You've got all the facts right, but I'm afraid your conclusions are a bit too mundane. What the? Your face. What's that? Deterioration. Too many copies, I'm afraid. What?
Net.
I'm not a spy, Annette. In fact, I'm not even human. I'm a curse, or more technically, it's Avatar. What? I exist only to kill and drain the soul out of anyone unfortunate enough to invoke my curse. I'm an inhuman monster, and you're my next victim. I've got to be dreaming. It's a nightmare we're both trapped in, but I'm afraid we're both very much awake. I'm sure you have questions. Ask them. What are you? What is the curse? I feel like what are you is a good question, but we should probably know what the curse is, since she kind of like, hey, I'm this curse's avatar. So we got the what are you. More explanation would be nice, but what is the curse? So how does this curse work exactly?
Well.
Once someone watches the video, the curse begins, and I awaken.
Huh?
Awaken? I spend most of my time somewhere else. I don't know where. It's mostly shadow and cold. It's just a place for me to wait and rest in between victims. I'm not even conscious if I don't have someone to terrorize. But once I have a victim, I awaken and reach out through the phone lines to find them. I don't know how I do it either. I just know the number I need to call, make a phone out of the shadows, and call it. I can't do cell phones though. It has to be a landline, something to do with how I connect to things or something. Anyway, once the victim picks up, I let them know how long they have left to live, and then the game begins. 7 days. Correct? I get to mess around a little bit in the interim, appear in a mirror, play with the lights, even leave a few marks on them if I got enough power to spare. Souls are more filling when they're ripe with emotion, you see. More fear means more power to sustain the curse, and by extension, me. That's why I go to sleep when there's no one to hunt. And if I'm starved out too long, I die.
Well.
Or whatever. Or whatever something that isn't truly alive does when it stops existing. Why are you doing this? It seems like we're going to be able to ask all the questions. But why are you doing this? Why are you killing people? I don't have a choice. My life expectancy... Boy, I cannot... Expectancy. There we go. I couldn't get it. Depends entirely on what I can steal from others. But even if I try not to kill, the curse takes control and I sort of black out. Then I come again standing over a corpse. I'm a monster. A fractured memory of an angry woman I can't even remember being. Born only to hate and kill.
Well.
Until you? Me? Until I met you, I only felt memories of emotions. Just the phantom hatred of a life far removed from mine. Or from me, excuse me. I wasn't meant to say anything but 2 words to my victim, but when I couldn't reach them because of this company's bizarre security, I had to actually speak to someone.
Net.
Someone I wasn't going to terrorize and kill. Someone I didn't have to hate. When I heard you grumbling about how bad your job was, it woke something in me. I felt for you. Your situation was close enough to mine that I could empathize.
Huh?
Close enough, but I'm just a receptionist. You're a monster. True. But we're both miserable because of someone's influence over our lives. You, your boss, me, my curse. What are you? What are you? As I said, I'm a curse. You might have heard of me before. I was something of an urban legend a while back. The videotape that kills you if you watch it. Back in Hong Kong, I was known as the Gui Moi Se tape.
When?
Guemoy Gwen? Changing your name to something more American is an immigrant tradition. It's been a long time since I've seen the American Ring movie. Did they change Sadako's name? I honestly do not remember. I don't remember quite how it became Gwen. That memory was lost in the copying process. But your guess makes sense. Copying process? What do you mean copying process? How many of you are there? No idea, honestly. But don't worry. You've only ever talked to me. Or to one me, excuse me. My curse spreads through a video. Originally, it was an old VHS tape. Excuse me. But now it can be anything that shows on a screen. A burned DVD, a ripped Blu-ray. Oh, sorry. I had to sneeze. For all I know, it might have even been a YouTube clip at some point. Doesn't matter how you see it. Once you experience the video, you become a host for the curse. My last name is actually a little joke on how many times I've been copied. Say means both death and for. I'm a copy of a copy of a copy of the original tape. I almost cracked a smile when I came up with that one. Why me? So why me? You said fear makes the soul more filling. Did you decide you wanted to try a new flavor or something? No, I never meant for this to happen. Any of it. If I could go back and change things so we never met, I swear I would, but... Then why? Why did you make me feel like I was something special when I'm nothing but food for you? Because you are special. You did something I never would have thought possible. You made me laugh.
Huh?
That first call, for the first time that I can remember, I felt something other than hatred or pain. I felt joy. Every time I made you suffer, it was like... Or every time I made you stutter, it was like I won the lottery. And when you started showing interest back, I know I don't deserve it, but in that moment, I finally wanted something other than just living another day. You made me feel wanted. And I want you, too, so much.
Annette.
Even though I know I can never have you, you are everything good I've ever known, Annette. But when you became my next victim, I felt genuine rage for the first time in my life. I truly felt hatred for the first time. I hated myself for what I was, and I hated my twice-damned curse for making me like this. I was so mad. I think I actually went a little mad. I spent 2 days raging, screaming, clawing, biting, whatever I could do to destroy myself or the curse. But in the end, there was nothing I can do. You can't break what made you. This is a lot to take in. Most of my victims refuse to accept it right up until the moment I come for them. But I never meant to lie to you, Annette. I was going to tell you all this that first night. Tell you to run and enjoy the time you had left. But the moment I saw you, everything fell away. I'm sorry. I was weak, and my desire for you overrode my guilt and any sense I had felt. Sorry, a lot of reading. I'm not bored. I promise. It's just, a yawn is your brain being starved for oxygen. And I'm, as you notice, I talk pretty quickly. So just probably not doing enough breathing. I've already lost 3 nights, and suddenly all I wanted was to spend your last days with you and make them as wonderful as I could. I won't ask you to forgive me for that or anything. Just understand that I have never wanted anything as much to be with you. Then why do you keep disappearing? If you want to be with me so much, why do you always leave without a word? The first time, it was because I was afraid.
Huh?
Afraid? What could you be afraid of? Well, I'm a monster, but my personality was based off the woman who died long ago. I can't remember her name, but I do remember that she was a very dominant woman in more ways than one. Yeah, I kind of got that feeling. I know she was very skilled with the partners she had. I can remember that she was. But when I went to kiss you, I couldn't remember how to kiss. Huh? I couldn't remember. I knew it was either something to do with my arms or my lips, but I couldn't remember which. I didn't know what to do, so I ran. And then I poured over every fractured memory I could summon, so I could figure out what to do and how to do it until it was time to meet you again. You spent 18 hours trying to figure out how to kiss me? Your opinion of me means a lot to me. Then why did you run after you did it? Excuse me, I'd say you figured it out. But it was pointless. It was all cruelly pointless.
Huh?
Last night when we kissed, I had to push you away because I was killing you. What? I didn't mean to. I swear I'd never hurt you if I could control it. But when we kissed, some instinct took over and I began draining the life out of you. I'm sure you felt it, the weakness, the cold. As soon as I realized what I was doing, I ran back to my shadows to get as far away from you as I could before I did more damage. I've never hated anything as much as myself in that moment. The perfect human predator. So perfect, I kill without even thinking. But then I remembered what you said about dancing, and I came up with a plan. I hoped if we went where there were more people, I could satisfy that feeding instinct with them instead. You'd kill someone else just to kiss me? No. Well, honestly, yes, I would. But I don't want to. Not anymore. I would take little sips from them. Not enough to kill them, just enough to make them feel tired and gorge myself so I'd be too full to attack you. I had no idea if that would even work, but I had to try something. Before I ruined it, your kiss was the happiest I'd been in my life, or any life before me. Even if I believed everything you just said, there's still one thing that doesn't make sense. What's that? I never watched any cursed video.
Net.
I can feel the curse on you right now. I wish you could trick me out of it, but I know you did, right before I called. But I was at work, remember? I was writing an email to my friend Terry to come rescue me from the company Terror while he rambled on about flies or something. My cell phone was in a locker, and the company computers can't play videos because the network won't let them. I couldn't have watched a video even if I wanted to.
What?
But no, you've had to see it. There's no other way. I'm telling you, I didn't watch anything. We could probably check the security footage if you need proof. I got the exact time you called on my log. Oh my god, I'm using a work report to argue with a ghost. It's been a weird week. But this doesn't make any sense. The only way the curse travels is by experiencing the video in full. Unless just talking to me was enough. Oh, Shadow, I've doomed you myself.
Gwen?
Wait! At least give me your number, damn it! Later that night? Yes, later that night. Where's that stupid bus? Okay, calm down. You've had a big shock, so let's take stock of the situation. The good news is I'm not about to be fired. Gwen isn't a corporate spy, and she actually really likes me, I think. Bad news is she's actually a murderous ghost thing, and I only have 3 days left to live before she has to kill me. Actually, I guess it's more like 2 now. Damn it. What am I supposed to do with only 2 days? 2 days for what? Whoa! Sorry, didn't mean to startle you.
Agent Ivy.
What are you doing here? I was at the restaurant talking to the waiter you mentioned. You were right. He confirmed your story and gave me the same description of that woman you did. I noticed you at the bus stop. Thought I recognized you, and thought I'd come over to let you know, and maybe offer you a lift home. It's very kind of you. Thank you. Well, truth be told, it's not entirely altruistic. You look nervous, so I thought you might have something to tell me. You saw her again, didn't you? Just forget about her. Take my advice. Drop this investigation before you find something you shouldn't. Something like an inhuman monster that drains the life out of its victims? What? How did you... A woman was found with no apparent cause of death apart from an expression of terror frozen on her face and a discoloration of the skin. That description matches several other victims that have turned up in the last month, all of whom worked for Tollbridge Finance. And finally, our only real suspect is a woman dressed in red who only appears at night, and every time she walks in front of a camera, it suddenly shows nothing but static. If that's not some kind of vampire, I don't know what is. Actually, her sweater is orange. And she said she's some kind of curse avatar. What? Oh, great. Now I owe the pumpkin $20. Huh? Nothing. A curse, huh? Well, I guess that does explain a few things, but it still leaves a lot of questions. You actually believe me? I wouldn't expect anyone else to, but I've seen enough unexplainable things to know the world's a lot bigger than most people want to believe. And that trying to ignore it can get you killed. I think she said kind of the same thing. Sorry, that my brain stopped there for a second. I thought she was some kind of spy, and that she was, and she said I was thinking too mundane. Mundane isn't always a bad thing. A lot of the crazy stuff out there loves mundane and wants to take care of it.
Huh?
Come on, how about we take a little walk while you tell me what else she said? Then I'll tell you how we can help. Okay. Well, it started about 4 weeks ago. I got a call at work with an unlisted number. It's like 20 minutes later. Then she started saying that she doomed herself, and disappeared again.
Oh.
She just disappeared into thin air, like there 1 second, gone the next. It's hard to describe. It was like the whole world flickered and then she was gone. Like I was watching a video and it stopped. Well, that's nice to know. She sticks to a theme. Still, that's a rough break. Only 2 days to figure out how to break a curse. Gonna be cutting it close. Is there red eyes in that bush? Is there a red eye, behind her shoulder? Is there red eyes in the bush, or is that plant, like some kind of flower? Not sure. Do you think you can? There are ways, and we've dealt with this kind of thing before.
Huh?
My organization has a simple protocol for handling supernatural killers. She's not a killer. I mean, she has killed, but it's not really her. It's the curse. The curse which created her.
No.
I know it's crazy, but I believe her. She's not a monster. She just didn't have any choice, and she did what she had to survive. But she wants to change now. She just needs help. You're saying you fixed the killer phantom that feeds on human souls? Yeah, I can fix her, Agent. Give me a chance. When I was in college, I had a roommate who had gotten into some trouble with the law when she was younger. She'd been a sex worker, a street girl. One night, one of her clients got violent, and she had to fight him off. Somebody called the police. They both got arrested, and she got a criminal record for prostitution. She hadn't gotten in trouble since, but while she was working on her nursing degree, the college somehow found out about her record. She was in her final year, but they flagged her as a liability and kicked her out. Then they made sure every college around knew about her record, too. The rest of us all did what we could for her, but she never got her degree. She stopped answering her phone, and we never found out what happened to her. Gwen didn't have a choice in who she was. She did what she had to survive, but she wants to change. I can't just ignore that. Please, there's got to be some way we can help her, too. No matter what she thinks, she's not a monster. She's just another victim of the curse. If that's true, then there might be some way to help both of you. Really? But it would require her complete cooperation, and I would need to speak to her face to face. I'm sure she'll do whatever it takes. Although I'm not sure how we can arrange for you to meet her. I still don't have any way to contact her. Doesn't she usually show up after work to see you? Yes, but I don't know if she'd come if she saw you waiting with me. Yeah, she does seem the shy sort.
Oh.
I almost said shy short. How about I wait in a room nearby? If she shows up, you can explain that I can help, and if she agrees, you can call me to meet her. That's perfect. There's a small office just down the hall from the main lobby. You can wait there. Sounds like a plan. Now let's get you home. I'm sure you must be exhausted after tonight. And I still have work in the morning. God, why couldn't have this happened on a 3-day weekend? I mean, honestly, obviously, they now have planned to meet her at work. But, it's like, oh shit, I only have 3 days to live? I wouldn't go into fucking work. Are you kidding me? Come on, start flickering already. I know that's how she gets here. Actually, that flickering was just to divert your attention away from the desk. I can appear anywhere near a screen.
Gwen!
There you are. I was worried you wouldn't come. I didn't know if I should. But the damage is already done, so I figured I may as well have the decency to show up and do whatever I could for you. Then listen to me when I say I'm sorry.
What?
What are you apologizing for? I thought you were some femme fatale trying to seduce me. I called you a murderer and a spy. I'm a soul-sucking ghoul. I can't be offended by something like that. Well, you should be, and you're not a ghoul. You're the kindest, most beautiful woman I've ever met. How are you still so adorable? Look, come over here. Give me some sugar, baby. I need to talk to you about something.
Tutu.
Whatever you want.
What?
Oh, got like her like in a shadow trap.
Gwen!
That's far enough, creature. Who are you? What is this? Agent Ivy, what's going on? You said you only wanted to talk to her. You don't walk up to a tiger if it's not in a cage. Oh, and I wouldn't try your little teleporting trick, Miss Soul Sucker. That cage extends through realities, even to your pocket dimension hidey hole.
What?
How do you know about that?
Annette?
What's going on? I'm sorry. They said that they could help us. And that's exactly what I'm going to do, Miss Turnbuckle. I'm going to save your life by putting this parasite out of its misery. You bastard.
Wait.
Is that true? Can you save her?
Yeah.
I can. All I need to do is give the command, and that cage will destroy everything inside or connected to it, including you and your curse. Then what are you waiting for?
No!
You can't do this. I won't let you.
Annette.
It's okay. What? How can you say that? Because the agent is right. I am a parasite, and if my death can save you, then so be it. Stop talking like that. There has to be another way. Don't you understand they're going to kill you? And what kind of life could I have if I live? A life spent without you in the dark, cold hole, waiting to be used as a weapon again by an unfeeling curse until I run out of people to kill? My only happy memories are with you, and if I'm left alive, I will kill you, and we'll go back to being nothing but a pain. We'll go back to being nothing but pain and hatred and hurt more people. I can't let that happen. I can't have a life without you but you can't have one without me. What life? I spend every day directing calls and answering questions for a company that breeds misery for everyone who works for it. I'm too scared and tired to make friends or go out anywhere. I'm pathetic. You're surviving, and and one day you're going to find a way to do more than that. You're human, even if it doesn't feel like it. You can make things better for yourself. You're the best thing that ever happened to me. I'm a murderous ghost. That is such a low bar.
Annette?
I love you, Annette. I think she just said Annette. I love you, Annette. Even if we didn't have very long together, I love you with all my heart. Shadows. I can't even give you a goodbye kiss without killing you. I'll risk it. I won't. All right, get on with it.
Well, I'm satisfied. What do you think, boss?
I couldn't agree more.
What?
Did that cage just talk? What the shadow? Or what in shadow? Married Lana? Married... That red's hard to... Meridiana, I think is how you pronounce it. Sorry, the red against the black was kind of hard to see. I should probably get some glasses. I should also get some health care. We sincerely apologize for the deception and distress. But we've been tricked before, and with terrible consequences. What? Who are you? What's going on?
Professor Meridiana de Aria.
Being from another dimension and director of the Human Preservation Association. I know, there's a lot to unpack there.
Iggy, darling.
It was Ignatius. Would you mind ordering some coffee and snacks from that wonderful French bistro nearby?
Yeah.
Already on it.
Huh?
Human Preservation Association?
Huh?
Iggy? This is going to take a while to explain properly. Agent Ivy sips coffee. How much longer do you think they're going to be? They're traveling across the veil of reality into a micro-dimension made out of forces beyond human comprehension to dismantle a curse fueled by hatred and human lives. I give it another 5 minutes.
Huh?
How are you holding up? Oh, fine. Sounds about right. Actually, can you explain the whole HPA thing one more time? I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. Well, basically, magic is real, demons are from another dimension, and our job is to gather up all the cursed, enchanted, or otherwise magical items that got left on Earth hundreds of years ago. Pretty standard TV plot, actually. Right, but why hasn't anyone heard about this before? I mean, there's magic and demons running around everywhere. Or if there is, not saying that there is. Most of the magic was rounded up and destroyed back in ancient times. Demons heard human myths and legends and thought they were so cool they had to see them in action. Lost a whole continent because of that. Atlantis, right?
Yeah.
Right. No, it turns out it was Mu. I know, fuck me, I guess. Anyway, after that, some of the, okay, excuse me. Anyway, after that and some other incidents, Mary Diana made the Human Preservation Association to round up all the artifacts and destroy them. But she's not going to destroy Gwen, right? Don't worry, she's in good hands. The boss loves awakened homunculi as much as she loves humans.
Huh?
A lot of magic items come with a homunculus or magical AI built into it. Only the demons cheated and used actual human brain waves and sometimes memories to make them, so they can glitch and take on a life of their own. Usually when this happens, the homunculus is only interested in its own survival or fulfilling its purpose, but once in a blue moon you get something really special. Like your new girlfriend. She's not I mean, we only dated a little bit but he said it, sorry. Sorry, Agent. I don't know. This whole week has been a blur. I thought she was some powerful executive or something. Instead, she's an amnesiac ghost with a bad case of gay panic.
Oh.
That didn't seem to bother you before. I didn't say it did, but she's a magic homunculus that can create a pocket dimensions. I'm a receptionist that can barely hold down an apartment. How is that supposed to work? Well, it's true. Being in a relationship with a homunculus has some unique hurdles. And everyone I've ever met with supernatural lovers says they're the most caring and devoted partners anyone could ever ask for. There are others? Oh, yeah. There's a nice couple dating a jack-o'-lantern demon, a woman with a shapeshifter that only thinks about murder, and a lesbian with a sentient dating sim. I think you'd get along with her. Actually, I think you'd get along with her. Actually, I don't know the tone I took on that one. Quite the crowd. They even have a local support group. Meets every other weekend in a bookstore over in Cravenport. Nice folks. And are you a part of that group? I swing by every once in a while, but Mary Diana and I really aren't like that. She's a succubus, and I'm an arrow ace. I think I'm more of a professional courtesy to her than anything else. That's darling. It didn't sound very professional to me. Demons are weird, but she respects my boundaries. I answer her questions, and she gives me a good job. You're not actually an FBI agent, are you? Nah, I used to be an intern code monkey for some mega corporation that turned out to be an evil cabal. That's most of them if they have programmers. I'm a programmer. They captured Mary Diana and tried to sacrifice me to her, and now I work as a field agent for the HPA. I feel like you just skipped over a lot in that story. Mary Diana loves telling that story, so you should ask her about it. Anyway, the HPA doesn't have any official status in the human world, so she pulled some strings to get me affiliated with nearly every major organization on the planet. I've got everything from Interpol ID to Street Snacks driver account. So you two travel the globe? I almost said globe. Globe saving people from things that go bump in the night? Sometimes. Mostly we just stick around the three-city area. There's been a lot of magical messes happening around here for the last few years. Way more than there should be. Do you get health care? With no deductible or copay? You're joking. Nope, even get free dental and guaranteed vacation days. No, absolutely not. I refuse. I'm afraid this isn't something you can argue. Then I reject it.
Gwen!
What's going on, Gwen? Are you okay? This shadow woman is suffering from offensive delusions. I'm sorry you feel that way, but I'm afraid facts are facts. Does someone want to explain us mortals what's going on? Gwen took me to her home, and I had a look at the programming of her curse.
Huh?
Programming? Turns out reality works kind of like a computer simulation, and magic is just hacking and modding it. That's a terrifying concept. Yeah. Anyway, my suspicions are... suspicion was correct. All the haphazard copying of the original curse led to some pretty extensive glitches and mutations for your Gwen. I already knew I was a freak, even by my own standards. Mutation does have a bit of a negative connotation. Miracle might be more apt. That deterioration is what allowed Gwyn to break through the emotional restrictions of the curse. With the help of a certain external catalyst. You have such a romantic way with words, boss.
Ugh.
Ugh. Well, if any of you spoke a decent language like French, I could put it much better. Here we go. So, what's the problem? It sounds like it's a good thing. Well, it is. In fact, it explains why the curse has been so mild compared to its more lethal predecessors. What do you mean, more lethal? I've killed half a dozen people.
No.
Another necessary deception on our part, I'm afraid. Your victims are being cared for in a local hospital by HPA agents.
Huh?
Gwen hasn't killed anyone, but she has put several people in deep comas. Our doctors are confident we'll be able to bring them around again, but we decided to preserve them in a stable condition until we were more confident there was no further threat. Basically, we were afraid you were going to try and finish the job if you knew they were alive. I'm a failure even as a curse?
Gwen.
Only in the best... wrong one. Only in the best possible way. The curse is fueled by hatred, which is why it kept you from experiencing anything else. It used you both as a weapon and a battery. But when Annette broke the feedback loop it created with you, it not only weakened its hold over you, but the presence of positive emotions in your mind reduced the amount of negative emotions you could absorb.
Huh?
The happier Gwen is, the less life she can suck out of people. Magic is weird like that. But I nearly killed Annette in the park. So you keep insisting. How exactly did you know you were killing her? She got weak, her legs gave out, and I started feeling jittery, full of energy, like I just like after I devoured a soul. I think it's not unlikely the curse has some kind of positive reinforcement for completing its function for you. Not unlike how humans can experience a rush of endorphins from a Pavlovian stimulus when exposed to an established sexual fetish.
Huh?
You got turned on and thought it was something else. But Annette, she got weak. You're really good kisser.
Oh.
But that's still a good thing, right? Why are you so mad? She is reluctant to accept how this particular strain of the curse has been transmitted through the building. It's one mystery I fear we will never solve.
Gwen.
One we must solve, Gwen. I will be able to save Annette, but if we don't find the patient zero of this curse and the tape you were derived from before tomorrow evening, I may not be able to save you. Then we have to find them. I can pull up the call log and see the first person Gwen spoke to was. That's the first victim, not patient zero. The curse spreads when a victim creates a copy of the curse and spreads it to other people. That victim then given a reprieve so long as they keep spreading the curse and becomes the patient zero for the new copy. So you say. I can't remember anything about that, or else would have had Annette do so the first night. There's no way I would sacrifice innocent people to save myself, Gwen.
Oh.
You could have shown it to your boss. Tempting as that would be, I doubt he would have even tried since you need the tape. Or some other facsimile of the curse.
Huh?
Wait, are you saying how the curse... are you saying how the curse is transmitted mutated too? Not exactly. The curse doesn't spread through the video. It's hosted there, but it spreads through emotional impact. It takes root in a human soul, and the feelings of dread, confusion, and unease. The video's imagery and sound are designed to provoke these emotions, but there are other ways. There was a previous case where the curse spread through a written short story, and another case where it was made into a VR experience.
Huh?
Somebody made a cursed VR game? The curse pushes an unconscious desire to duplicate and spread the curse in some people. The exact rules that govern the behavior are unclear, but it seems to be someone the curse thinks would be more useful as a silent carrier than as a substance. So the curse is like a virus. An accurate analog. Analogy, actually. I've been doing a lot of reading, sorry. But we have no idea who patient zero is and no way to find them.
Gwen.
On the contrary, Iggy and I have been doing a great deal of reconnaissance and research, and I believe I know exactly who it is. Hold on, I think I might know too. We know who it is. It's the Terror. You do?
What?
You do? I was going through all the people Gwen called for yesterday, and I noticed something strange. Hold on, let me pull it up. Here it is. See the seating chart? All the victims were people in this area. All these desks are empty now, except for the one person in the middle. That's our patient 0.
Huh?
Holy shit, we've been overthinking it. To be fair, we were approaching this like we were looking for a serial killer, not a contagion. Although Miss Turnbuckle's approach does verify our own conclusions. Yeah, I see why we're so upset, Gwen. I refuse to accept it. I may be a parasite, but I have some dignity and refuse to believe that is my host.
Gwen.
You have my sympathy, Gwen, but I'm afraid you're going to have to swallow this bitter medicine. We need to secure that tape.
Huh?
It'll take a while to get a search warrant, especially since we don't know exactly what we're looking for. It could be anything from an old videotape to a flash drive. Sorry again.
Ugh.
We'll need to bring him in for questioning, but before he can come into work, Annette is scheduled to die tomorrow, so the curse will be desperately pushing him to find another victim. Okay, I'll get right on that after I give Miss Turnbuckle a lift home. You want me to go home now?
Miss Turnbuckle.
It's been a long night. The HPA can handle it from here. You should get some rest. As much as I want to argue, I must admit I'm also exhausted. Having this woman poke around through my curse was stressful.
Gwen?
You okay? Yes, I'm just a bit tired. I'm sure you are too. Get some rest, Gwen. I'll see you tomorrow. One way or the other.
Huh?
You remember you two can kiss now, right? Good night. Now who's being adorable? No little smoochy smoochies. Who would have thought a murderous wraith could be so bashful? Next morning. And so, due to the inhumane working conditions outlined above, the malicious mistreatment of its employees, and that there is no legal requirements to provide a 2 weeks notice, I have quit my position as a receptionist effective immediately.
Huh?
Hello, Annette. Good afternoon. Wait, it said it was 10:30, right? Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Good afternoon, Agent Ivy. Did you get the warrant? Signed, served, searched. We found the tape, and we've got the man in question in solitary confinement. Your paranormal paramour is still in denial, though, so the boss wants to run a little experiment to prove it once and for all. She wants you there to provide moral support, and then so we can take care of your problem at the same time. Sounds fun. Just give me a minute to finish up my resignation and clock out.
Nice.
You're quitting? Well, I already spent most of the last week job hunting, and this whole ordeal has made it pretty clear this job isn't worth it. I mean, did you know all the victims were fired for delinquency when they were in coma so the company wouldn't have to pay for their medical insurance? And this isn't the first time they've done that either, or even the worst thing they've done. I spent all morning really digging into this company's dirt, and I've got a whole folder ready for the Better Business Bureau on a flash drive in my purse.
Oh.
Hell yes. We can swing by on our way over and drop it off. Actually, I think we might have a contact there. We should be able to get it expedited and maybe start a few lawsuits. Perfect. Beep. All right, let's go. Okay, yeah, it was 10:30. I guess, you know, a long day of work. 10:30 can be the afternoon. Yeah, this has gone a little too quickly for me to read because I had to adjust my chair and I looked up and the text was already like gone. So yeah, he's just rambling on. He's he's going for it. So we're just waiting for the curse to kick in? It won't. Gwen, dear, he is literally describing your video right now. You've seen it? Oh, yes, many times. I've been working this case since Hong Kong. We've destroyed dozens of tapes and other analogs. Haven't seen one for quite a while, though. We're still looking to how our friend here got this one. But he didn't, because he's not my host. Babe, I know you're still new to emotions, but the denial look isn't great on you.
Huh?
Babe? What? You call me Zuzu all the time. Do you not want me to call you that? I do. Oh, sorry, she had a line there. It was just surprising in a good way. Now you know how I feel. This may take a while. Any last minute loose ends you want to clear up? About patient zero, about Gwen's eye, about Gwen's number. Would you know, it's go time. Actually, I have a question for you, Gwen. Ask me anything. You said you couldn't call cell phones before. Something about phone lines.
Yes.
But I still don't understand how it works. Well, how are you going to give me your number then?
Oh.
I had a victim's time come up a few days after you offered to give me your number, so I stole his cell phone and I was going to use that. But then I tried calling it and I found out I could call cell phones.
Huh?
So then why did you keep calling me at the front desk? Employees weren't allowed to have their cells on them during work hours, but Schweeps would have cornered them while they were on break.
No.
Doesn't make sense to me either.
Hmm?
Actually, I can explain that. Magic doesn't break rules, it bends them. As Iggy explained, it's much like modding or hacking a video game while you're inside it.
Ugh.
You have to be very careful or the whole thing can crash on you. And you mean all of reality would just end everything? If the air went untreated or without quarantine long enough, yes.
Annette?
You okay? Yeah, just kind of flash back to 2020 again. Deep breaths, dear. But as you can see, working within the rules of your reality is much safer than trying to rewrite them. So Gwen's curse works on similar principles and restrictions of a phone line. It requires direct electronic connection. It's incompatible with wireless signals. That's how the epidemic of the original tape ended, actually. A victim uploaded the video to YouTube. But that would have infected hundreds, wouldn't it? Thousands? But he did so through a wireless router. The video was uploaded, but the curse wasn't.
Oh.
So thousands of people watched the video that kills you, but none of them died? Correct. The video was exposed as a hoax. And if any of them did see a cursed tainted copy, they'd already they were already sure it wasn't dangerous, so the video couldn't instill the negative emotions it needed to infect them.
Huh?
So they were basically inoculated against the video? Indeed. The true irony was that it was an anti-vaxxer that uploaded the video. Or perhaps that's poetic justice. I was never clear on the difference. If they died from the curse, then it was karma. Well, that's a fun story, but my point is, you are going to give me your number now, right, Gwen?
Oh.
Of course. After we finish up here, I doubt you'll need a phone number.
Huh?
You'll see. What about patient zero? Sure. So what do you think about Kyle Schweeps? Oh, his name's Kyle Schweeps. Now I understand why the Schweeps. I didn't understand that before. He seems very monotonous. You mean inhumane? He's been talking for over an hour, and I don't think I've seen him stop to take a breath that entire time. Same. Indeed, his vocal constitution seems to border on superhuman. Perhaps it's an effect of the curse? No, he was like this years ago. He's notorious around the office for being that guy.
Huh?
That guy? That guy who spends his entire lunch break talking at you about whatever mind-numbing thing sparked his interest lately. And that's if you're lucky. More often than not, he ends up talking about some new TV show or movie that just came out and spoils literally everything about it as he rambles on about how he didn't like it. He'll even read the book version and spoil you on it before the show's even out. I think that said hell heel, but it might have just been heel. So his very presence installs a feeling of dread, confusion, and unease in a hapless office worker he managed to corner. Terrifying, yet completely inconspicuous. The curse couldn't ask for a better host. And yet, it seems your Iggy is unaffected. Schweeps was talking at me for almost an hour before you called, remember? Give it time for the dread to truly sink in. And please ask something else so I can try to drown him out. About Gwen's eye. Miss De Aruliak? I forgot how Aruliak. I forgot how the pronunciation was. Sorry, Miss Succubus Boss Lady. Oh, just call me Meridiana, dear. Meridiana. That sounds right. Meridiana, is there anything you can do about Gwen's eye? What do you mean? It's ugly.
No.
No, I didn't mean it like that. It's like an open wound, isn't it? It looks like it hurts. I don't feel any pain. It just kind of tingles a little bit sometimes. Oh.
Miss Turnbuckle.
I've looked her over, and as far as I can tell, Gwen is in the peak of health. Her scratches are more like birthmarks and scars. Unusual and unique, but nothing to worry about.
Oh.
Actually, I can see even better out of the static eye. I can sort of see through things with it. A modified electromagnetic sense. I'm not surprised. It's how most of my kind see the world, too. It lacks the ability to see color on its own, but makes up for its precision and detail. Hang on. What do you mean through things? What kind of things? Gwen? It's not like X-ray or anything. Baka? Actually, it's exactly like that. Though I'm sure you could even you can even things out later by showing her the rest of your birthmarks. That sounds like an excellent idea.
Oh.
Okay. One last thing. There's one last thing that doesn't make any sense. Agent Ivy said the HPA was in charge of rounding up all the magical items that had been left on Earth during ancient times. Yes, sadly, my people saw humans as entertainment instead of living beings. The damage they caused was unconscionable and unforgivable. Since then, the creation and gifting of magical items to humans have been forbidden, and all travel to your world is strictly regulated. But that's what doesn't make sense. How could there be a cursed VHS tape from ancient times? That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's possible that the curse began in some other form and then it became a tape. As I said, it has jumped from media before.
Huh?
But if Gwen is this scratched after just 4 copies, how could she survive thousands of years in any form? Put simply, she couldn't, which only leaves one terrifying option. Someone is making more magical items, and not gifts, but curses. I've been reluctant to consider the possibility that there may be a traitor in the HPA, especially one of my own race. But only a demon can create magic, and I fear your curse is not the only impossible gift I've encountered. But that's my problem to deal with. You two only need to worry about who's going to be on top tonight. We've only smooched once, though. I mean, fuck it, whatever. We survived Death Curse. Let's go for it. Although it's a bit difficult to think about anything important with that babbling. Honestly, how much longer do you think we have to listen to this guy? Until the curse kicks in.
Tutu.
Love you dearly, Tutu, but this is a waste of... Gwen? Oh, Gwen, what's wrong? Finally, give her a clear path to the phone, dear. Well, but while the fly effect was interesting, it didn't have quite the same level of interactivity as something like Fangs 3D, which is the only film to make use of smell-o-vision, which wasn't actually a visual element at... Ring?
Huh?
Hello? Hello, yes?
7 days.
You know who?
Nice.
Oh, thank heaven. All right, Mr. Sweeps, that will do. We'll have someone escort you back to your home in just a few minutes. Very sorry for the misunderstanding. Goodbye. Oh, that reminds me about the phone call interactivity where where after I watched a video and then the phone would ring and...
No.
Impossible. He's still talking. Not for much longer. Beep. Ah, sweet release. So is that enough proof for you? Or do I need to turn the intercom back on? Don't. I will be held responsible for my actions if you do. I hate everything about my existence.
Boss.
Being trapped in a room with that man should constitute cruel and unusual punishment. I want a full table of garlic bread to make up for the brain cells I just lost. I will make sure you get it, darling. In the meantime, we need to decide what to do with you two. You're going to free us from this curse? But wasn't that the whole point of this? Wait, was this all a trap? Relax, no one's going to hurt either of you. We just need to decide whether Gwen is going to go, or where Gwen is going to go. I can't break the curse without destroying Gwen, and but now that I have the tape and its original magical DNA to use as a blueprint, I can change the curse without any risk to her.
Huh?
Meaning? I can remove the ingrained need to kill and optimize how she manifests and sustains herself, but she'll still need a host.
What?
You mean I'm going to be stuck chained to that babbling thing in there forever? Please, I wouldn't subject my worst enemy to such a fate.
No.
I can remove, or I can move the modified curse to a more desirable host, if she consents to it.
Annette?
Please, I'm begging you. Please, if you have any love or mercy in your heart, please. Gwen, relax. I'm not going to abandon you. Just so you know, you have a choice. It doesn't have to be you. I could bind her to some other willing host, at least temporarily. But you two wouldn't be able to see each other as easily, and you would both, you would both be much safer together. Oh, sorry. It's a lot of reading. It's a lot of reading, and my room is surprisingly hot for the end of October. It's probably actually my computer from recording and playing the game. What would hosting the curse mean for me exactly? Your life force would be sustaining her. It won't be cutting into your life expectancy or anything, but you will feel some slight fatigue at first while you get used to it. Proper diet and exercise should help you alleviate the symptoms. After a while, you should be even be able to safely interact with each other just as a couple would. With a few exclusive benefits as well, thanks to your spiritual connection.
Boss.
Boss, are you seriously saying soul sex is a thing? As a matter of fact, my late husband and I wrote a book on the subject.
What?
Husband? She meant Pope Sylvester II.
Ugh.
I always hated that name. He was born... Herbert of Arliac? I don't know, man. I married... I'm going to go with I married Herbe of Arliac. And I don't know how many times the Vatican re-engraves that tombstone. He died Herbert of Aruliac.
Huh?
You married a pope? I married a man, and I made him a pope. My point is the Vatican still has our original manuscript in its vaults, but I'm sure I could get you to translate a copy easily enough. So this would be a permanent thing, then? You mean the curse binding? No, I'll be able to split you two safely if you decide you aren't right for each other. But as a succubus, I'm an excellent judge of compatibility and can say, with authority, that I don't see that being an issue. There's more to a relationship than sex.
Yes.
As you and I prove every day, Iggy darling. Well, what will it be? Think you'll be happy with me forever?
What?
What? But she just said it was reversible. Yeah, but you were willing to give your life for me. Only fair that I give you all mine. Cheeky girl. I think that's a yes. Brava.
Iggy, darling.
Do you mind getting the paperwork while I take care of the spell?
Yeah.
Huh?
Paperwork? Wait, are we, getting married? Oh, no. That's much later. No, this paperwork's for your new position in the HPA. You're giving me a job?
Yes.
Well, you're a bound body and a soul to a previously unknown type of supernatural being. We're going to have to keep an eye on you. Plus, we looked over your profile during the investigation. Quite the unused skill set you have. Truth be told, some of our agents don't keep the most healthy habits. We could use an official health and fitness instructor. Fitness instructor? Me? Of course, the position is paid roughly 5 times your current salary with full coverage for medical, dental, eye appointments, etc., and you'll receive monthly housing and food stipends. Oh, and you'll have an allocated budget for buying the new gym equipment. We don't have much apart from an outdoor track that goes around the building and through a nearby park. Is that all acceptable for you?
Miss Turnbuckle?
I think you broke her. It's all coming up, Annette. And that was How May I Direct Your Curse. I really enjoyed that. I know I tripped over my words. It was it was a lot of reading. But I really enjoyed that. It's a very cute story. Not super spooky, even though it was created for the Spooktober game jam. But in the description, it says love story first before mentioning the murderous ghost. I really enjoyed that. Hey, they have the I don't know why I'm surprised that they have the voice actors listed here, but for some reason that caught me off guard. Austin Lee Matthews, that name sounds familiar, but I don't know why. I think I might know people who know them. Not 100. But yeah, that was very cute. I liked the story. That puzzle at the beginning was very funny because I was expecting, like, every time Gwen asked for a thing, I was like, okay, here it fucking goes. I know how to do this now. But no, it was just a one-time puzzle. A very cute story. I like the characters. Fucking Annette. Annette getting, had a month, an interesting month that ended up, really fucking working out for her. She gets the babe. She gets the new job. She gets the new job doing the thing she loves. It's I said something about a housing stipend, and I imagine that this agency exists in alternate dimension reality kind of thing. So I'm not sure if that's just an assumption. It might just be somewhere in the Tri-City area, like Agent Ivy mentioned. So it might just be an actual place and not like some weird sub pocket, whatever. So yeah, maybe just pay for her crazy expensive studio apartment. A problem that Ghost Wife. I wanted to interact with the phone. That was very, very cute. For some reason, starting this, even looking at this screen, I was not thinking about Sadako or The Ring at all until like later on, like when that guy was describing the video. I was like, oh right, duh, like fucking The Ring. Obviously, why didn't I think about that? Also, we saw some references to Jill Lantern in there, and I imagine that the other things they describe, like the other supernatural couples, maybe games by the creator or just other games in general. So yeah, that was a really good one. I liked it. Not super spooky, but had good vibes. It could get a little spooky whenever Annette would be standing in the lobby, like staring at like the flickering screen. But never too scary. But it does say love story first in the description. Also, I was like before I figured out like the whole like, oh, that dude's spreading it by describing it. I was like, did that asshole like manage to put it on like the like cursed video on the screen of the lobby somehow? Since like Annette was like staring at it, it was like, is this part of it? But no, it's just this annoying asshole somehow was able to perfectly describe the video in enough detail to activate the curse. Well, that was How May I Direct Your Curse